Well, hi Tubers, hi. I'm back with the 60 books in isolation, and it's sunny. It really is. It's the first time I put this top on in probably about 6, 7 months. Okay, so Old Faithful. It appears in a lot of my videos. Okay, it's one of my. I buy my clothes now last year's. Okay, you know when you hear people okay who are like, oh, I decided last year not to buy any clothes. I'm like, yeah, that's pretty much me. But I love this top. So anyway, book review time. Okay, so Where There's a Will by Beth Corby. Okay, and I got this from the works. Just hit the price tag off. It was in the fee for £5. And I read the blurb. Right. After leaving university with 2 degrees and no idea what to do with her life, 25-year-old Hannah is stunned when she is left a mystery bequest by her rich, estranged great uncle Donald. But there's a catch. Before she can find out what she has inherited, she must undertake a series of unknown tasks alongside Alec, Don's reluctant but rather gorgeous PA. As the tasks progress and she and Alex grow closer, Hannah begins to think that Donald's real gift might have more to do with love than money. So, it's a very, very kind of charming book. Now, it starts off where Hannah is at this job interview. She wants to be, well, she's interviewing to become a teacher. Okay, she has 2 degrees, one in art history, one in English. And so she is interviewing, and basically she blows it because she doesn't like kids. That's the kind of thing. Well, she doesn't like hates kids, but the whole kind of teaching thing. Now I know people who are teachers, and trust me, it is a vocation. Okay, it is not a job. Okay, there is no, you know how the classroom okay is like 9 till 3. Well, their lives are not 9 till 3. Their lives are 24/7 being a teacher. Okay, so kudos to the teachers of the world. You should be getting paid more. Okay, but so she totally blows this interview, and then she's kind of taken with her family to great Uncle Donald, okay, his kind of estate, his house, his beautiful kind of manor. And essentially, he's near the end of his life. He's kind of like the dark sheep of the family. And everyone is kind of there to kind of get in good with the will. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's kind of like, there's her cousin Nicholas, who is all smarmy, and he's like the success of the family. He's a doctor, and, you know, and he's all that, okay? And you know, and her sister as well, Lauren, who is a absolute cow because she's like 2 years older. She's like sitting in the family key to success. So basically, Hannah is, you know, the that equivalent. Okay, no one, people really kind of look down at her for being 25 years old and directionless. Okay, however, great Uncle Donald shuffles off this mortal coil. Okay, right, and it's a excellent funeral, by the way. Donald was estranged from everyone's life, okay, including Hannah's, but she finds out that he was so well loved from his area, even though Donald's sister didn't particularly like him that much. But anyway, I'm not going to spoil that. I won't spoil that, okay? Right, right. My great niece Hannah, I have prepared a series of tasks to be completed within 6 months on the date of my death under the supervision of my PA Alec. If she complete them, she should inherit an undisclosed award. If she not complete them, the award will pass to my list of chosen charities. See with the tasks, ask what kind of tasks. Now you think, now most of these would have been something really, really kind of out there as tasks, okay? So, you know, bungee jump, okay? Or do a skydive. No, mundane, okay? So mundane, I could have done these in a week, let alone 6 months, okay? Alright. One of them was scrumping, okay? One of them was like, scrumping if you don't know, and I said I haven't done this in my life, okay? It was basically stealing apples from someone's tree, okay? Scrumpy. Yeah, that's the word where scrumpy comes from, by the way, scrumping. But the thing is, Hannah does it, but she's got such a big social conscience that she actually goes back to the next day to apologise. And they knew she was there because it's that kind of thing. Okay, it's kind of like, yeah, we actually knew you were going to scrump at our place, but it was all kind of set up. A lot of these things get set up for her. One of them was build a go kart. Okay, easy done. Okay, and one of them was go to the theatre. Okay, get this. Okay, I could not believe this. Okay, right. Your next task is to visit the theatre in London. Now, doesn't that sound fun? Why London? Because it's where my story goes next. You'll find more after that. Innocently yours, Uncle Donald. She goes to London to see the ballet, and I'm like, well, first of all, I live in London. By the way, easy for me. I can easily get a train. Okay, into Central. But you're like, yeah, that's the mundane task she has to do, but it's not about that. Now, one thing I actually liked about this is a lot about this book I didn't like, not the task because the task was so easy, but I loved Hannah. So okay, because a lot of this conflict is the conflict with her cousin Nicholas, who basically wants the family money, okay, to set up his own private practice. And he thinks he should get it, okay, because he's like the heir of the family. He's a boy, and it's like, it doesn't work like that. And also a relationship with sister Lauren. And now Lauren, I couldn't stand, okay, because Lauren was like, how you know how in so much of these fiction, okay, is where you've had a sister who's tread on you your entire life. Lauren comes into this. Lauren comes in, okay, to basically to try to basically bag Alec, okay, to just kind of undermine. It's like this weird kind of power trip that she has. Now, the fact is that in most fiction like this, it would have had Hannah standing up to her sister again, basically saying, "Get out of my life. I'm done with you. Get out." This is reality. And reality does not like work like that. She doesn't. She kind of takes it. Now, it's frustrating because a narrative point would be, I am in this house doing this task basically to get the inheritance, and I'm going to be considerably more richer than you. Get out of my life. But as someone, okay, who has siblings, and also the youngest too, the dynamic of siblings is so different, okay? So when Hannah sits there, basically taking what Lauren's given out, I understood that. I got that. And that was a really, really strong piece of writing. That's what I liked the most, okay? And it kind of ends the way that you think it's going to. It's because not, there's no twists and turns and all this. Okay, apart from what Uncle Donald got up to. Not going to spoil that because I'm like, well, to his sister, that was a big shame. But I'm like, in life, you've got to do what you've got to do, mate. So, anyway, the big family scandal. But this is a very, very good book. I actually enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. Okay, so and also for it's a debut. This is a debut, which why I may be a bit positive about it, because it hasn't really found the right balance yet. But for the flow itself and for the character of Hannah, I got her. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I love reading debut novels because even though it lacks the technical expertise that comes later on, what it gets is passion, and this is passion. So I enjoyed this. Okay, it's a nice, simple, elegant read, and the task, I'm like, God, I could do that. I could do that right now. Go to London, yeah. Go see ballet. Done. Soccer it's great. Saw it at the Palladium. So where there's a will, can love find a way? By Beth Cody, kudos. Well done to you for your debut. I actually enjoyed it. So yeah. Anyway, take care everyone. The 6 books in isolation. Take cares. Bye now.